Power outages are hitting harder and lasting longer than ever before. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, major outages have increased by 60% since 2015. In 2024, the average blackout lasted over 7 hours, but some storms and heat waves caused outages that stretched for days. More people now face 72-hour blackouts, especially during extreme weather. Why are blackouts more common? America's power grid is old. Many lines and transformers are over 40 years old. As demand rises, from heat waves, wildfires, and big storms, the grid struggles to keep up. Cyber attacks and equipment failures add to the problem. The 2024 CDC report warns that blackouts will likely continue growing in frequency and duration. Cities and rural areas both suffer. Urban power grids are overloaded during peak times. In rural areas, storm damage can take longer to fix, leaving people without power for days. The rise of remote work and home medical devices makes these outages even more dangerous for families. You can't control when the lights go out, but you can control how ready you are. Preparing for a 72-hour blackout is not just smart, it could save your life. The first hours of a blackout are the most critical. In the first 4 hours, don't open your fridge or freezer. Unplug electronics to protect them from power surges. Turn on a flashlight. Never use candles due to fire risk. Check that everyone is safe, especially kids and the elderly. After 24 hours, the situation changes. Food in your fridge may spoil. Check your emergency food and water supplies. If you have a generator, set it up safely. More on that later. Stay informed using a battery-powered or hand-crank radio. Keep your phone off unless you need to make important calls. Save your battery for emergencies. By 72 hours, things can get tough. Water service may stop, especially in apartment buildings without backup pumps. Trash can pile up, and food runs low. If you're not prepared, you may need to seek help at a community center or shelter. Keep calm, follow your emergency plan, and help neighbors if you can. Planning ahead makes each phase easier. Keeping a printed checklist and supplies ready can help you move quickly and stay safe when the blackout hits. Food safety is vital during a blackout. According to the FDA, a refrigerator will keep food safe for up to 4 hours if you don't open the door. After that, bacteria can start to grow. If the power is still out after 4 hours, move perishable foods, meat, dairy, eggs, to a cooler with ice if you have one. Frozen food lasts longer. Your freezer, if full, will keep food safe for up to 48 hours. If only half full, you have about 24 hours. Don't taste food to check if it's safe. When in doubt, throw it out. The CDC warns that spoiled food can cause serious illness, even if it looks fine. Make sure you have a thermometer in your fridge and freezer. The FDA says food is safe as long as it stays below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius in the fridge and below 0 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 18 Celsius in the freezer. If temperatures go above these numbers for more than 2 hours, toss the food. Remember, keeping the fridge and freezer closed is your first line of defense. Only open them once you're ready to move or use food. The difference between a half-full and full freezer is big during a blackout. According to the FDA, a full freezer can keep food frozen for up to 48 hours if the door stays closed. Cold air stays trapped between frozen items, keeping everything colder for longer. If your freezer is only half full, you have about 24 hours before food starts to thaw. That's a big drop. To extend your window, fill empty spaces with water bottles or ice packs before a storm. This trick keeps the temperature lower and gives you more time to save your food. Once your freezer's food has thawed, check for ice crystals. If you see ice crystals and the food is still cold, it can safely be refrozen or cooked. But if it's completely thawed and above 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius, it's time to throw it out. Never risk food poisoning. Knowing these simple numbers, 24 hours for a half-full freezer, 48 for a full one, helps you plan. The more food and ice you have in your freezer, the better your chances in a long blackout. When the power goes out, water often stops too. City water needs pumps, and those pumps need electricity. That's why the CDC recommends at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, enough for drinking and basic hygiene. Just set aside a few gallons. It could mean the difference between comfort and crisis during a blackout. Generators are lifesavers, but only if used safely. The CDC and CPSC warn that every year, hundreds die from carbon monoxide poisoning during outages. Most deaths happen when people run generators indoors or too close to open windows. Always place your generator at least 20 feet from your home, windows, and doors. Never run it inside a garage, basement, or enclosed porch, even if doors are open. Carbon monoxide is invisible and deadly. You can't see or smell it. Install a battery-powered carbon monoxide detector in your home. Test it regularly, especially before storm season. Only use extension cords rated for outdoor use, and never plug a generator directly into your home's outlets unless you have a transfer switch installed by a professional electrician. If you feel dizzy, weak, or sick while using a generator, get outside and call for help immediately. Safety first. Don't take risks with your life or your family's. Phones are handy, but their batteries don't last long in a blackout. Rely on real emergency lighting. The CPSC recommends flashlights with at least 300 to 500 lumens for each adult. LED lanterns are bright and last for hours. Headlamps keep your hands free, a big plus if you need to move around at night. Keep extra batteries on hand and store flashlights in easy-to-find spots. Glow sticks are cheap and make good nightlights for kids. Avoid candles. They cause thousands of house fires during outages every year. Solar-powered lanterns can recharge by day and light your nights for free. If you live in an apartment, compact lanterns or headlamps work best. For homeowners, consider installing battery backup lights in hallways and stairwells. Test your lighting gear twice a year. Good light means safety, comfort, and peace of mind in the dark. You don't need to spend a fortune to be blackout ready. With $50, you can buy a 3-day food kit. Think canned goods, peanut butter, granola bars, plus 3 gallons of water, a basic flashlight, and extra batteries. It's enough to cover one person for 72 hours. Add a manual can opener, and you're set. With $500, you can build a robust kit. Buy a large water storage container, heavy-duty LED lanterns, a hand crank radio, a portable power bank, and a carbon monoxide detector. Stock up on shelf-stable meals, a first aid kit, and extra pet supplies. If you have room, add a small generator or solar charger. Apartment dwellers should focus on compact, stackable supplies. Homeowners can store bigger items like water barrels or generators. Start small. Add a few new items each month, and your kit will grow over time. Every dollar you spend now saves stress and risk later. It's about smart choices, not big money. Preparation is action. Here's a 9-point checklist you can use right now. First, store at least 3 gallons of water per person. Second, stock 3 days of non-perishable food for everyone in your home. Third, buy a 300 to 500 lumen flashlight for each adult plus extra batteries. Fourth, place a carbon monoxide detector near bedrooms. Fifth, keep a manual can opener with your food supplies. Sixth, have a battery-powered or hand-crank radio ready. Seventh, add first aid supplies and any needed medications. Eighth, plan for pets, food, water, and comfort items. Ninth, print your emergency plan and checklist. Keep it where everyone can find it. Start today. Check off one item at a time. A little preparation now means a lot more comfort and safety when the next blackout hits.